Hi everyone, welcome to the PRISM podcast episode 7. We're back. Woohoo! It's been how many months now? The last episode was in March with Kobe. It's been a while. We've been very busy here at JJammin. Today's episode's going to be a little special, a little short and sweet. It's the 1 year anniversary of JJammin or JJammin, however you want to pronounce it. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to the podcast if you're listening on Spotify and elsewhere. Today with me, we don't have a guest. We have our co-hosts, Mashumaro and oToastTV. Hey, guys.
Hey, we are the guests, baby.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Alrighty, and also this month is Pride Month. Woohoo! Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
Yay. So we are going to start with catching up with what's happened since our last episode. So, March. What's happened since March? Do you guys remember anything since then?
The world nearly ended a few times.
Oh my god.
What?
We got to go to the moon.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
The moon
7.2.
drop. How good.
Yeah. Cosmic exploration. That was really fun. Seeing
Yeah.
everyone there and working together and,
Tempting,
building the site and upgrading and everything and crafting and running around. That was really fun to see, and it reminded me
charging batteries.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It reminded me of
Battery savage.
I saw that. I saw Kobe's Savage video for Cosmic
That was
Exploration.
so good.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminded me of the firmament when we did the what was it called, diadem thingy. Yeah.
Diadem.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Classic.
fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome spending time on the moon, doing the red alerts and all the mech ops and stuff. It's a bit of a wasteland now that a cold crescent's dropped. But I'm sure
Oh,
people-
really? I haven't been since.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was in there yesterday. There was like 2 other people on Ravana. It was insane.
Oh damn.
We
We've still got quite a few on Sephiroth. Everyone's grinding for that mount.
Hey, it's a cool mount.
what
The
mount?
500k across all disciplines. I've seen
Oh.
a couple actually.
Wait, I haven't seen that mount. I was thinking of the mech suit. What's that mount?
Yeah, what's that mount?
Okay. Unfortunately, the 500k across all disciplines is the mech suit, just recolored black and purple.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm still going for it, but
Yeah.
The diadem, you had a pteranodon.
I know.
I was kind
That's cool.
of sad. There was like, or maybe there is, but maybe I don't know. But is there like a title that you can get from Cosmic Exploration, like you did with the firmament?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
It is. Let me see if I can find it. I'm quickly scrolling through my Starlighter.
Oh,
And-
It's a cosmic class score of 500,000 points as every disciple. Oh, this is individual ones. Disciple of the Hand and Disciple of the Land.
Sorry, I mean like titles based on like your ranking, like where you rank on the list of.
Oh, no, but you get like a
Oh.
fancy hologram at the base.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
cool.
you get
Oh,
like
yeah.
this buff that like you glow when you're running
Yeah,
around on
like
the moon.
the Astro
Yeah,
rings. So cool.
there's like an astro ring and then there's the cosmic exploration symbol on the ground underneath you.
I haven't got it yet. I'm just not that much of a gamer. I just
I
don't
saw
spend enough
it.
time in there.
The purpose?
Did someone say
Yeah.
purpose?
Yeah, no, I saw a couple of these people with the buff when we were digging the tunnel on Ravana.
Oh.
We were digging a hole, and everyone was singing, "I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole."
Oh my gosh.
There was
Pretty
okay.
cool.
It's funny that you say that because the first person I ever saw with that ring,
Yeah,
they saw that I was streaming. Like they saw in my adventure play that I was streaming, and they ran up to me and they just started pointing at me on stream.
called out.
And I was like, "Please don't remind me that I'm not that cool. I'm trying."
So you get 2 weeks of the visual effect buff, and your name is
It's
displayed
so
in the
cool.
standings. Just
Mm,
looks cool.
I want
I
it.
see.
I want to be there.
I remember in the firmament, we would like if you ranked within the top 100, you'd get something like Beatus of the firmament
Yeah.
title, which is what I
Yeah.
got. And then there was like
Oof.
another 2 titles if you ranked like in top 30 and then top 10 or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I was kind of
See.
wanting that, but it's okay.
Oh, they didn't
I
do that.
wasn't around for that, which I'm really sad about. I didn't get to experience that moment.
Mm.
And then I saw people with that title, and I actually messaged them. I was like, "How did you get that?" And they were like, "Buddy, you're too late."
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah, apparently the quote is that they did it to prevent FOMO. So there's no achievements, titles, or item rewards tied to star contributor. You just get to look cool
Interesting.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Look, I'd go crazy if I was gonna miss out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd be
get that.
like calling out of work to like make sure I get the titles.
We would have
Yeah.
canceled Boulevard Quay to be on the moon.
Banned, blacklisted. No.
It would have been a
No,
one
Juice.
man show. Everyone would have been like, "Sorry, Juice. Sorry, man."
Not the bat, Juice,
No.
please.
No. It's funny you say that, like to prevent FOMO, but if something like that were like if they did have that for cosmic exploration, I think that would have like motivated me actually to keep doing it. I think
Yeah.
I think because there wasn't, I kind of fell off it after a few weeks. Especially after those Gamba Wheel of Fortune stuff was giving me such shit loot, I was getting tilted. And my pilot applications would never get accepted either. So you can see how I would get pissed off. So I was like, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, on the bright side, one of the positives of having like 2 people on the moon at the moment is that you always get accepted to be a pilot.
There you go,
Oh, yeah,
Juice. You
that's
just had
true.
to wait.
Had it 3 times in a row. It's good.
Wow.
Juice losing Gamba, skill issue. Oh god, I always lose Gamba and like death rolls. So yeah,
Oh.
I think most people do.
Every time Ponus death rolls me, I lose.
Yeah, watch out for Ponus.
Yeah.
Damn.
As if he's not rich
What else?
enough. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, we also had recently the Occult Crescent. What do you guys think about that?
That's mad fun. I like it.
It is incredible. Actually,
it.
like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm so out of practice for this podcast business.
No, I insist after you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No.
I am loving Occult Crescent, which is hilarious because the amount of times on stream I have slandered how much I hate Eureka. But I'm actually loving Occult Crescent. Like I'm max level.
Yeah.
Yoshi P just won't give me the rock candy to get my relic.
Wait. You hit knowledge level 20 before getting your relic?
Yes. And I've gotten a lot of the achievements as well.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Like hundreds of fates. So
I can't imagine the pain.
do you know how sad it is watching people be like, I'm level 12 and I have 2 relics.
I've only got three
And I'm like, good for you.
Unlucky
Oh,
M said
God.
relic is garbage RNG.
It always has been. I think they buff it like in the next expansion, but still.
It's just pretty though. The white mage one is so pretty. I need it.
The Realm Reborn drop rates used to be disgustingly low.
It's funny. I actually like a Realm Reborn relic. I love that relic. I love doing that relic.
Oh my!
It's so sad. I love it, but I like the Atmas love me. The Demi Atmas hate me.
Okay. Yeah. I really enjoy Occult Crescent. I seriously appreciate how it encourages you to explore, whereas like Eureka and Bosnia and that, it's just grind. Like the maps in Bosnia specifically are relatively sparse and flat. Like there's nothing really interesting to look at or explore and go through. But in in Occult Crescent, you've got all this cool architecture. You've got a blend of these 3 different cultures. You've got unique monsters. You've got chests that you can just find in the open world that are currently crashing the market board. You've got like these carrots that are floating around. There's all these cool things, and the basically a sightseeing log, which I think is incredible. I love it.
I actually haven't
Totally
had that
immersive.
much time there yet, but you know, because of Boulevard Queer. But now that that's over, I can spend more time doing that. Occult Crescent.
Oh, yeah.
It seems fun. I did like try it like 2 or 3 days ago. Toast was with me in call. Yeah, it was fun. I did some critical. What is it called? Critical
Critical engagement.
engagements. Yeah, that was
Yep.
fun. The mechanics that we saw, like, they were really interesting. Yeah, trying to figure out what it meant, like all these indicators
Quick
and
math.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
good.
that was fun.
They've certainly outdone themselves with the mechanics in these critical engagements. Like they haven't just reused previous bosses and previous boss mechanics, but they've like blended them into something relatively new. So like for the first few hours of playing in critical engagements and stuff, you'd got no idea what to expect. Like there's one boss I fought in Occult Crescent. It's like this white demon looking thing. And it has this AoE marker that makes like a cross shape, and then it spins.
Oh, the spin.
And so you're like trying to go, oh, do I need to move out of the way? What's going on? It's coming towards me, coming right at me. And it just throws you for a loop because all the AoE markers are moving when normally they wouldn't move. So it's very jarring, but once you get your head around it, it's a good time.
Like for me, it's that particular critical engagement that's really hard, but also the robot that has the like multiple lines that are like diagonals and straight lines, and you can either get like a plus, like an effect that's
With the
gonna go.
jars and stuff.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Whenever I see that one, I'm just like, do I really need it? Do I really need to do it? No, I don't. I'm not going to.
That's the first one I fought. We were in that for like nearly 40 minutes trying to get the
What?
clear. Everyone kept wiping because it would just spawn more
It's
golden
actually
clones.
hard. It's so
And
hard.
then it would throw those like AoEs to different pots, and then to different golems, and they'd move from golem to golem, and you had to pay attention to both of them at the same time. Yeah, the urn. Unlucky knows what we're talking about. That thing
It's
is
the
just
worst.
disgusting and amazing at the same time. I love and hate it.
I think my first one was the Chocobos.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a really good one. I had flashbacks to Bozja though.
I think everybody did.
Lots of flashbacks, and I was like, please.
The what's the other one? There's the Berserker fight in the pyramid.
Oh,
that
one's good too.
That was cool. Lots of running around and trying to avoid. And it's important to remember that size does matter in that fight. It's the order of stack markers, or AoEs, I should say. It's
oh
good.
my gosh. Yeah, it always throws me for a loop because I look at it and I'm like, nope, don't stand there. And then it's like, oh, I've got to be in there.
Yeah, you got to move quick too because he pops fast. So you've got to either be like right on the edge or have sprint ready.
Dancer for the win.
Dancer dash.
And Avant saves me all the time. That or Smudge.
The Ranger Phantom class has a bird that will drag you forward, which is pretty good.
I haven't got Ranger.
Got lucky. It was good.
I've never done Eureka or Bozja before, so that was kind of like my first time doing that kind of content. And yeah, like the critical engagement I did, that I remember, the mechanic was like math. Do you remember, Toast?
Oh
yeah,
no.
you had like the turtle, I think it was, and the coins.
Yeah.
And then you've got a debuff. You need 3 coins. There's no stacks of 3.
Yeah, I was like, where's the 3? I can't see 3. And there was, oh wait, I need to do math.
To get Alexandria flashbacks.
I think that's my favorite of the critical engagements, actually. I love that one.
That was pretty cool to see, yeah. It's
always funny to see the people who get flung up because they don't understand like to stop moving, and auto attack counts as moving.
That's what it was.
You just watch all the people who like don't stop auto attacking, and then they just get flung up in the sky. It's so funny to me.
Yeah, we were trying to work out the mechanics while he's playing, and then we couldn't work out why he kept getting knocked up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Movement.
I'm keen to do some more.
Yeah, it's the perfect time for it. It's still fresh. It's still popular. Everyone's involved. It's a great time to jump into Occult Crescent if you haven't already.
Mm.
Dear listeners, please give it a try.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that was what's been happening since March in terms of Final Fantasy XIV content. But what about
others too.
events and
Ooh,
projects
events.
and stuff? Yeah.
It's a good time.
Oh, that's right. In April we had the Springtide Fair.
Yeah, you like turned my front yard into a booth of some sort.
Yeah, we turned the entire
Commandeered
Lavender
people's
Beds
houses.
southwest neighborhood into like a Springtide
mad.
cherry blossom neighborhood.
You had a whole street decked out. It was beautiful.
That was fun.
It's a grand time.
What else was there? Surely I'm forgetting something.
Well, yep, there was a spring fair. There was JJ Airlines.
Oh yes, JJ
Yes.
Airlines. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if we're starting from Big Kirby, then we're looking at the spring fair, JJ Airlines, the
crossover art contest.
Yes, the
karaoke. Yeah, the
crossover art
crossover art.
contest. The 80s karaoke
We
night?
better. Oh, that was.
No, that was before
just
that. That was before
Spring Fair, wasn't it?
last episode, yeah.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Yeah,
Unless Maro
so-
had something as well.
No, not really.
No? Okay. All right. I guess
JJ art. Yeah.
yeah, that was it. Since our last episode. Anyways, we can rewind because today's episode is a special episode, a little short episode of us just reminiscing about what has happened in the last
Yeah.
1 year since we started this community, JJammin or JJammin, however you want to pronounce it. Should I just set the record straight and just say no? I'm kidding.
Is it Jammin or J
How is
Jammin?
it pronounced?
It's just
Yeah, go
is
on.
it's just Jammin. With
Jammin.
a silent J. No, I'm kidding.
Just silent J. It's not like
Silent
it's
J.
like a weird J. Like
JJammin. JJammin.
Jammin. Jammin.
Yeah, but nah, it's fine. You can just call it JJammin, whatever.
I feel like
it's fine.
J Jam is cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
It's more of a jam to it, you know.
Mm.
Whereas jam is just like jamming. Yeah, we're just jamming. But
Yeah, that was
J-jammin'.
that was
You'll know
actually
the kind of jamming.
that was actually the idea of the why we called it jammin', because like it kind of came from like everyone's passion of music and singing, and I thought jammin' was like what we would do, like we'd jam into some music and stuff, and I thought adding an extra J would be a fun way to like I guess say that it was by founded by myself, Just Juice, the two J's. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, it was called Just Jammin' at the very start. I actually remember.
That's correct.
And then
That's right.
I didn't like that, so I was like, I'm gonna remove the just part and just put a J. Yeah.
See, I was still thinking that first J sounded for just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
I
just
think
made
I
it
think
like
I
cool.
thought that too, actually.
Yeah.
It's just jamming, but cooler. It's J jamming.
It's a yeah. But yeah, so we started 2024 last year in June. Yeah, so before Jammin'
Crazy.
we had the Hairspray production. I was part of Matt Gala. I was the founder and judge of Matt Gala.
That's cool.
And then I started Jammin'. I started Jammin', June 1st. And why? I guess I started Jammin' because I wanted to create a community that was more not only about glamour competitions and stuff, but like everything, and explore like more other stuff and be creative and all that stuff. So since then we've had a karaoke, like occasional karaoke nights. Last year we did it monthly, so we had like Crusader, a karaoke night with Crusader, and then we had one with Anthea. I did a cover with Anthea as well during that time High School Musical 3. I think it was the song from High School Musical 3. Can I Have This Dance is what it was.
Ugh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Thank
You
you.
guys killed it. Shout out
Um,
Crusader and Anthea.
Yeah, shout out to
Legends.
Crusader and Thea for being here since the beginning. And then we had Glam Boss, which is
Yo, yes.
Yo.
It must be so good.
yeah.
There you
So
go.
obviously, even though I left MG, I still love glams and glamour competitions. So Edian Vales, for those who don't know, he's the creator of Eorzea collection. We connected earlier in 2024, and he was a guest judge for a Met Gala competition in March. And yeah, we stayed connected and just talked, and we kept in touch. And then around, when was it, September or August, is when we decided to host Glam Boss, which is a glamour competition inspired by The Voice. So you know how you have coaches in The Voice and teams. So Edian and I were, I guess, the mentors or the team leaders, and we would have a team of 10 members each, and we would advise them to let them know, like give them suggestions on their glam based on what the theme was. So the competition ran for a month, and it was weekly. I think it was like every Friday night or something like that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
every Friday. It was awesome.
And we had different themes each week, and we really wanted to encourage people in our team to work together and give each other feedback. And it was a really unique take on glamour competitions. And my team, we ended up winning that season. It was not expected, to be honest, especially
an
going up
inside
against
job.
the legend himself, Edian Vales.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Eorzea collection, I highly recommend you check it out. It's a great website to,
Yes,
upload
100%.
your glams or get inspired by other people's glams. It's a glamour catalog, I think that's what they call it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Toast and Maro were actually guest judges at some point. I think Maro was the first guest judge.
I was.
Yeah. And your
You did the
theme
elements.
was elements, yeah.
I think I was the last one.
You were
For
you were the last one. Your theme was Olympics.
It was a good time.
Yeah. How did you guys feel about that? Like, what was your
I
experience?
loved it.
I
was
love
mad.
Glam Boss.
Glam Boss
I was
so
actually
cool.
kind of jealous that I didn't join in with the competitors.
Oh.
It looks like a good time. I was like, damn, I wanna be making cool glams with cool friends.
I just thought it was an incredible event, and the production quality was honestly insane.
It was so cool. I love
And
the
I
trailers.
Yeah, the trailers are great. The animations are great. Like, you had GIFs done up for everybody. And I think it was awesome that you're able to utilize the Eorzea collection website as well to what's the word? Display? It's not, the word is similar to display, but anyway, you were able to show off all of the contestants and their glamours using Eorzea collection.
Right.
And just integrating all of their like profiles and uploads and stuff, so people could go on and vote for them themselves if they wanted to. I just thought it was incredible.
Yeah. Mara, do you remember the cover that we did together for our episode?
Showcase.
Yeah.
It was
we did
September.
September for Earth, Wind and Fire. That's right.
Yeah. That
It
was
was
so
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah. I wonder
I
if
really
you
should
still have it.
I do still have it. It's on my computer.
Huh.
I'll have to make a music video and we'll have to release it.
Yo, do it.
Yeah. I think we chose. Why did we choose that song?
Because it was in September.
The vibe.
It was in September, and the theme was elements. So
It was Earth, Wind and Fire. Yeah?
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
Good.
Yeah. And then the theme after that was Armageddon, and Day and Lex were the guest judges for that. They are the judges of Sea of Threads. Right.
Yes.
I don't remember. CF Threads?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Threads.
another glamour
Yeah,
competition
yeah,
on
yeah.
Materia DC. Yeah.
Yep.
And of
They
course,
did,
Toast.
Ken. It's awesome.
Of course, Toast
I-
with his
And of course, Toast.
Stop it.
Blitz glam.
Of course. Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
glam. What a time.
the judges that I asked to guest judge were all had experience hosting glamour competitions in the past. So yeah, Glam Boss season 2. We're still currently preparing that for this year. There's going to be a
It's
lot of
exciting.
changes. We're going to make it a lot more team focused and less, I guess, individual. So the prizes will be more split between the team members. The themes will have more emphasis on teams as well, instead of Olympics being like a kind of singular thing. Yeah, so that's gonna be the plan for Glam Boss season 2. Streaming
Hell
wise of that event, we might stream earlier than usual, just so that players from other DCs that come over to Materia can participate as well. Because before it was focused for Materia players, so people in like Australia and New Zealand who would be awake at the time can participate. But now we want to give the opportunity to like our EU players and communities and NA, JP, whoever
It'll
may
be
be
awesome
awake.
to see.
Yeah. It's not going to be at like graveyard hours. I made sure because I'm the one streaming, so I got to be awake. But it's going to be like sometime in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be incredible, man. Seeing that brought to the rest of the Final Fantasy community is just going to be awesome. So much potential and so many cool glamours that we're going to get to see. So that's really exciting.
Thank you. Alrighty. So yeah, after
If you guys missed, I was just going to say, if you missed Glam Boss, you can actually rewatch the entire season on Juice's Twitch channel, JJammin. XIV
yeah.
with the silent J in front. I put a playlist link in the chat there for anyone
you,
who's
Toast.
watching. No
Yeah.
worries.
Also fun story about that.
Ooh.
The last episode, there was a power cut.
Oh.
There was a power cut, so the first half of the episode got corrupted. So
Oh,
if you watch the last episode of Glam Boss, there's like a
That's why it's only half the length of the rest.
yeah, it's got like a, what is it, slideshow of like all the looks from the half of the episode that got cut. Yeah. Yeah, but now that I've learned that on OBS you should record your stream in an MKV format, so then
Gotcha.
it in case another power cut happens, you'd still have your footage. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a bigger file size but secure.
Yep.
Yep.
Insider tips.
Insider tips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So after Glam Boss, which was in September, we had the Disney Karaoke Night, which was hosted by myself, Nook, and Ren Belmont. So yeah, that was fun. I don't know if you guys were there.
I think
don't
I
think
was.
I made that one.
I was glamoured as Gaston on my Lalafell. There were like a lot of
amazing
other characters, like Rapunzel. It was fun. We sang a lot of Disney songs. So yeah, there was the Disney Karaoke Night, and then in October we had the Trick or Treat event. Do you remember that, Maro?
Yes, the trick or treat event. Yeah, Renzo and I had our booth. We did like death rolls. It was very cool.
I did a triple triad, not a contest, triple triad challenge. Yeah, so people would have to beat me or beat Arnott's, because Arnott's was also with me at my stall. So if they beat me, then they would get a juicy prize. So I think the prize was like a jet black die or pure white die, but they would also get some other stuff like, with that as well. If they didn't beat me, then I wouldn't. I guess I'll give them something of less value, but yeah, they still got something. Anyways, we also had tarot readings from Lex, and we had, what else? Nook and Ren did a loot table, I think.
Nice.
Oh, and Kelly did a death roll thing in her house.
Yeah, I did like a lucky raffle.
Mm,
Which is
Hell
really
yeah.
cool.
I feel like we might be missing one more stall.
We had Shiro.
Oh, Titania, yeah, Shiro doing
Yes.
some kind of hangman.
Yeah, it was Hangman. That's right.
Hangman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was really
That's
fun.
mad.
I want to do it again this year for Halloween.
Yes, please.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
and of
Be a good
course
time.
we had the Halloween special, which was a
Woo!
that was a crazy production. Honestly, it's probably the production that, like, even after Boulevard Queer, that production had oh my god, it had so much work, like in terms of
It was incredible.
in-game venue and like I'm sure
Yeah.
everyone's all 20 plates were like taken up from everyone's
Yeah.
glamour.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
glamour
had a lot of
plates.
glamour set up for that. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a really fun time. Like there was so much work and preparation and effort that went into it.
Mm.
I remember when you were trying to plan it, you're like, let's do Rocky Horror.
Yeah, that's
And then
right.
we couldn't get the rights or whatever
No.
because we had to get permission or something from the creator, and that's not going
Yeah.
to happen. But doing the Halloween event, I think, was an awesome idea. It was a lot of fun.
Mm.
Everyone gave like 100%, if not more, in like their performances, their singing, their positionals, their glamours, and even those like spooky stories as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah, they were
You
insane.
know, they were actually added in last minute.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, that boggles the mind, but I think it was the perfect addition to give us time to set up for the next song.
Yeah, I remember when we were pretty much ready, and then I recorded our dress rehearsal, and then Ren watched it and was like, "Oh, maybe we should fill up the silent bits with something." And then she sent me like these voice memos of stories,
Yes.
and I was so blown away with like how good and like professional and insane they were. And I was like, Ren, you should upload this on YouTube, like all these short stories.
Yes.
And, like, these would like go viral if you did. And I don't know, I guess she didn't want to, but I'm glad that she did it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
That was good. There's some great stories. Like, wasn't there something about a haunted retainer or something?
The obsessive
remember
retainer.
The Killer Carbuncle. I remember that.
Yeah,
The Killer Carbuncle.
the Killer Carbuncle. Yeah.
There was the spirit in the glamour dresser.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
God,
mimic.
there's so many.
Um,
Yes, the mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
It's amazing.
Zeki
What was
said-
your
Huh? I was
Sorry?
gonna say Zeki said Halloween was his first introduction to Jammin.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the
Oh.
party, pal. That's good. I'm glad that was your first introduction. It was a really fun event with so many awesome things.
Mm.
Favorite songs. Let's go. From the
Oh,
Halloween event.
favorite song.
Favorite
Yeah.
songs.
Oh, songs. How many can we name? Just
Yeah,
Well,
how many?
I mean, excluding the ones that you performed.
oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, well, you're gonna say what was it? Straight
does
to hell.
that include like if I was a dancer? Because like
Oh,
some
if you're a
songs I was
dancer, that's fine. But I mean, like, if you were lead
Okay.
vocals,
Okay, so
Okay,
favorite
okay.
that's not like ours.
excluding
Yeah.
ones that you did lead vocals for.
Who wants to go first?
I'm thinking.
Okay, I
I
can
posed the question. I better
Oh, you want
go
to go
first.
first? Sure.
Yeah, cool. Look, I think all of them. No.
All of the
That's-
above.
Oh, I I really liked how This Is Halloween came out. I know it's the first
Yeah.
one. That's a little bit of a cop out, but everybody was involved in that one. All hands on deck.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing the positionals, the dance, and everyone had a piece to sing. And I just think that was a lot of fun. And was it Rem that was playing Jack?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Rem did such an awesome job of singing that and with the glamour as well. I was really stoked at how well everybody performed This Is Halloween. I thought we did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Was that your only favorite song, or do you want to?
Well, I mean, I said favorite song singular.
Oh, you said song.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Song.
It's even tougher.
try and nail it down. Yeah, but
singular.
I'm trying to think about time. Like, if we could go all night about all the songs. Like,
We should say
There were-
top three
right?
then.
top
Top
three.
three.
Okay. Oh,
I gotta
the one that Red sang.
Oh, Fallout
My
Boy.
name, the name of it escapes me. Yeah, the
Know
Fallout
What
Boy
You Did in
song.
the
My
Dark.
songs know what you did in the dark.
Yes, that's
Mm.
it. Yeah, my songs know what you did in the dark.
Yeah.
It was walking around in circles. That was.
Oh
I remember the
my
walking around in
God.
circles.
I remember Maro always messing up that part.
No, please don't out me for being directly challenged. Okay,
Look,
okay.
I think it was the timing of everybody's lag kind of pushed us in different spots, trying to hit the right things. I also really liked. Was it Nerdy Prudes Must Die?
Oh, Nerdy Prudes
Oh,
Must
that was
Die,
good
yeah.
too.
I think it was Nerdy Prudes Must Die.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just insane.
Okay, thanks, Toast. I have
Sweet.
mine. My favorites.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of my favorites is Thriller from
Yeah, Thriller was
Crusader.
so good.
You know, as soon as everyone came out and did the sun drop dance. Is it sun drop? No, it
Yeah.
was the
Sundrop is the
Beast Tribe
Haka
one.
one, right? With the Vanu.
is it the sun drop? I can't remember. It's the one that the Haka one. The one that
Yeah,
yeah,
Sundrop. Man.
Yeah, sun drop. When it did that to the music, it was like
Yep.
so in sync and so perfect. I was like, damn, this is gonna be really cool.
It was
Um,
awesome. Yes.
And yeah, I guess my other favorite was what is it? Ways to be wicked.
Yes.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah. We got all the ways to be WICKED. Yeah. I don't know. There's something about it that's so catchy. Yeah.
Fun.
I really like it.
Yeah.
And I guess my third favorite would be Chord's solo.
Oh, yeah.
And how we
Ooh.
utilize like the paladin skills to,
Yes.
add the backdrop. Yeah, that blew me away. I was like, damn, this is like we've never done anything like this before, but
That was,
it's so good. Yeah,
My Immortal.
my
Was that
model.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had-
Immortal.
We had everyone on Paladin dropping the shield skill with the wings going everywhere.
Mm.
So if you watch the show, you probably can't see it, but there's like a line of us behind the stage, and we're like backed right up to the stage, popping the skill so that the wings pop through, and it lights up the arena. It was so cool.
Mm.
It was amazing. So much
Kelly
fun
actually
getting
explained
those
it. Kelly actually explained it in a way where like before the paladins casted that spell, like there was already like sparkly like lights from the plants that were behind the walls, so it looked like a
Yes,
starry sky. And then like she was saying something like how like his love is so intense that he like bursts out in like a whole bunch of stars. It was like such a good explanation. I was like, damn, this is great. I love this even more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So good.
But the other
It's
part,
always fun.
the
Yeah.
other song that had like practical effects that I really liked was Titania's one with the fire.
Mm.
Yeah, we get the flamethrowers
Insane.
out.
Insane. Yeah.
That was so good.
We had the blue mages at the back. We had the machinists. Yeah, it was really cool.
That was so good.
Maro, do you have your
Oh,
songs?
gosh.
What were your
Okay.
three?
This is so hard.
Do you need a list?
No, I think I've got it. I loved Zombie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Zombie,
incredible.
like Zombie was one of those songs that like every time I heard it, I just got chills. Like it was so beautiful, and like being in the Camp Drybone graveyard too
With the
yeah.
ninja stealth
Like,
for the ghost
with
effect.
the ninjas. Yeah,
Every
So
time,
good.
every time I think of that, I always remember how we always encounter like a sprout there, scaring them.
They're probably like, "What's going on?"
Who are these people?
That was definitely one of the highlights for me.
Yeah.
I'd like to say like the Ballad of the Witch's Road too.
Oh yeah,
You killed that so
That was
good.
That
really good.
was like such a really cool one that we, obviously we added that one in very late.
Perfect
And we also
timing.
had like different locations every time too. Like the first location was somewhere like a bit more open. I can't remember where it was, but then the second location was in the Halloween event area.
I
Like-
think the first area was a Stormblood area, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a Stormblight area.
Just like a random Stormblood area, and then we ended up in the Halloween area and Sneaky Hollow, which was really cool. And I actually had a lot of people be like, "Oh my gosh, I would never have thought of that." And I said, "Nope, only Juice, only Juice,
Just juice,
just Juice."
if you will.
Oh gosh, there's so many. It's hard for me to choose three because like there's so many key songs in that show. Like I really liked Rem's Jack's Lament as well. Like he did such a good job.
Yeah.
He really did. Yeah.
He's like a perfect Jack Skellington. But I have to say, one of my favorite songs in the show was the Monster Mash, just because it was like the choreography was really cute, and like people popping out of the coffins, and like it was just so cute.
Yeah, everyone did such a great job for that. I mean, I just stood there singing, but everybody else did so good with their positions and dancing and stuff. It was just immaculate.
I think that song really captured the spirit of the production. In my opinion, like everyone just coming out and having a good time. Yeah, and then Day just going ham at the end with his axe.
Yeah.
Day going ham.
Yeah.
But I'd say if I had to highlight one more song, and that would be Everybody.
Oh,
That song was just so cool.
Yeah.
Like I think I listened back to that song like a few too many times in the sound trap.
Oh,
because
really?
There's actually like a funny little Easter egg for those who didn't know. I also sang on Everybody.
You
I was
did.
the very, very, very top harmony,
Oh, wow.
which is very high out of my register. I almost blew my voice out. But I was
incredible.
like, I think I messaged Juice at 4 a.m. and I was like, hey, I had an idea.
Yeah.
Let me know if it's complete garbage.
I actually remember your harmony. It was like, yeah, or something like that, right?
Yeah. I did like
Wow.
I did disharmonic harmonies. It was very cool.
Yeah.
It just filled the sound out, and I was
That's
like, yeah,
great.
I was like, it's 4 a.m. and I have this crazy idea. I was like, remove it if it's garbage juice.
No, it was good. It was really good.
But it stayed in, and yeah. So like I can't choose three songs because everybody did so amazing, and like Juice already knows this that I go back and I rewatch the shows at least once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, thank you so much. I'm
Just
glad you enjoy
reminiscing
it.
on the good times.
Yeah.
The other song that we all really did well with was the Time Warp. You
Oh,
can't go
yes.
past Time Warp at the end there.
The Time Warp.
Ooh, so good.
So good.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I actually had to retake my lines for the Time Warp so many times because I was like, damn, my recordings are a little bit too sus. I need to dial that back. Because I was like, I gotta do this in a way that's really cool. But it was like just the best. I love that song. And the harmonies were cool.
Oh, they're incredible.
I have another question
Remember
about the
my
Halloween
lines
special.
first?
What was
good.
your favorite set?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Be careful what you. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna like repicture all the sets off the
My
top of my
songs
head.
know what you did in the dark. I think the Evanescence one was really good. Bring Me to Life. The split.
Oh, the split. Oh, okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was
I
incredible.
can't get past the pumpkin, to be honest.
Yeah?
I remember the
pumpkin?
first time, like, this is Halloween. The big pumpkin in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first time I saw the pumpkin, I was like, Juice, what? I was like, how did you make a pumpkin? How did you do that? Actually, the craziest thing ever. But not the pumpkin, like not including the pumpkin. I'd say Ways to Be Wicked. It was so
the one
it
with
was
the
so-
table and the crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so simplistic but so cool.
Mm.
I loved it.
That was good. It's good.
I think.
The
Oh, sorry, Toast. You go.
Oh no, I was gonna add another one, but you haven't added one yet, so you should go.
Oh, okay. I think my favorite one, and Thea has already said it, was the hellscape with all the fire effects. For those who don't know, it was used in the song, "Straight to Hell," "My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark," and "Insane." In 3 songs, and what I used in that housing set to achieve, like, I guess, the fog. So I really want to add fog to like the floor. I used I clipped those pools, like the square looking
the steam baths.
steam baths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Underneath
That was
the
insane.
flagstone lofts, and then I gave like a fog steam effect on top.
That was so cool.
Yeah,
the
Oriental
Oriental
bathtub. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some big brain moves right there. And you had the Ifrit piece with all the flames on it to like
Yeah.
mask the doorway as well.
Yep. And I added a lot of iron
Oh.
torches around the floor and on the steps to give it some flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool to design.
So
And
much
those stone partitions,
Yeah.
that cost like 4 million go at the time, I think. I dyed them red, and they made like the perfect gates to hell kind of set. Yeah,
That was so good.
that's my favorite.
I also wanted to point out the head. I think it was the Heathers one, where it
Oh, the
like
school?
starts in like a school, and then the camera pans to the bedroom.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, it is that one, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that one was so good. Having like 3 different sets in one, and just being able to turn the camera and follow the characters into the next set
Mm,
without moving effectively. It was amazing. I
yeah.
thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so we've answered favorite songs, favorite set. One more. What's your favorite memory from Halloween special? Or what's a memory that you can recall, I guess? Something that stands out to you, or something you often think about, I guess. For me, I think when I look back at the Halloween special, I think of the times where we would stand around the fireplace and like pretend to be like a cult. No, every time.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We would,
Retainer on the
the witch burning on the stick.
Witch
Yeah,
burning.
that's what I always remember when I think of the Halloween special.
Oh jeez. Yeah. The witch at the stake, the poor retainer.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny. It was good.
Oh gosh, I gotta think.
It's been a while, so it's okay.
I spent so much time just staring at everyone's glamours.
Yeah, me too. Actually, like someone would run past me, and I'd be like, "Hang on a second," and, like right click, examine, like.
Right? I'd be like standing backstage waiting to come on in the next line, and I'd be like right click examine. Like, damn, how did you pull that look off? You know, there was so many awesome like zombie glamours in Thriller, and just like the general monster glamours and stuff in like Halloween Town. This is Halloween. Because I remember I was like, I'd have to wait on the stairs with Ren and I think Tay and a bunch of other people, and I'd just be checking out their glamours the whole time. I'm just outing myself here, but you guys had some insane glamours. It was awesome.
Oh gosh. For me, there's just so many like I suppose like a funny memory of mine is like I think it was maybe the like 3rd or 4th time we were running My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. And everybody was going the correct way, and I was the only one going the wrong way. And then it got to like the call out, and everyone was like, "To the window!"
Yeah. To the
And that was
window.
that was the only way to remind me to go the correct way because I was the wrong one. But I suppose like a more wholesome memory for me is maybe the first time like we got This Is Halloween completely down packed, and everyone was so happy and cheerful. Everyone was like, "Yeah, guys, we did it!" And that's the cutest moment ever for me. Like it's like the moment when everything clicks and everything makes sense, and then everyone can see the whole show coming together, and like that for me is like ingrained into my brain when everyone was like, "Whoa, I can finally see it! Like I can finally see this all coming together." It's the same thing happened in Hairspray for me. Like, we did Nicest Kids in Town, and everyone's like, "Oh," I can finally see the full picture now. And I was like, "Yeah, this is amazing. I love this."
It's
So
gonna be incredible. Yeah.
it's like a cute moment.
It's the moment you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be good from the moment I signed up, but it's just that moment when everyone's like everyone can see the bigger picture together. It's so cute.
I just loved how that we always had so much fun just at rehearsals, just laughing and joking around and trying to make juice crack.
And everyone's so supportive of each other. Like everyone's so cute.
Yeah.
Like the second, like we'd run a rehearsal, and like for me, like my voice would crack singing "Defying Gravity," but everyone would be like, "Yes, Maro, slay queen, you got this."
Yeah. Oh my god.
But everyone was just so like everyone's so lovely and so nice, and we just like help each other like a big family. It's so cute. It's the best thing ever.
It really was. It was such an amazing time. Just everybody being so kind and encouraging to each other. Honestly. My favorite thing is just how much everybody supports each other.
Yeah, that's something that we've had. What it's been like every time in all our productions, just everyone being super supportive.
Yeah.
I
love how we're fostering that culture and community. It's so good. Yes.
Alrighty. So that was the Halloween special, but also to set the record straight, because I have gotten some DMs from people, there will not be one this year. There will not be a Halloween special this year. Yep.
Damn.
Confirmed. Sorry.
But sorry, guys.
Breaking my heart.
Yeah. So after the Halloween special, we had the Masquerade karaoke night, which was hosted by myself and Chord. Yeah, that was fun. I did a void build. It was like a field of flowers, the Alpes flowers, and like a circular stage, I guess. I don't know.
Like a coliseum, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a coliseum with all the pillars and stuff like that. Yeah, that was really beautiful. Cute. And then we had the Starlight Soiree. Wow. That was a pretty big event. It was
cool.
early December. I think it was like December 13th or something like that. We had a few things. If I can recall, let's see what did we have.
Yeah, you sent me like a list of the stuff. I was there. I ran Blitzglam.
Yeah, we brought Blitzglam back.
We did Blitzglam.
We had a mini Blitzglam. It was so cool.
So yeah, there was.
Who did? Oh, sorry. We just had a question about who did the art for that Halloween poster. If I remember right, that was a commission.
Oh yes, that was commissioned. I commissioned Vampy, or Vampesque on Blue Sky. I think is what they were called. Yeah.
They did an incredible job.
Yeah, I really love the art. Reminds me of the official Final Fantasy 14 art.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the info up about the Starlight
Soiree
here.
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you.
So there was a karaoke night. There was Blitzglam. There was a G-pose competition. We had the Froth Market had a vendor.
Yes.
We had the Santa scavenger hunt.
Oh yes, the teddy bears.
Yep. We had Chai Casino were there with trivia as well. And then we had some artists there doing commissions as well.
Oh yeah, we had a few artists there. Yeah. I remember we had a train built in the venue.
Yes, I remember that.
Full-size train. It was insane. It was like half a dozen bears in it too.
Yeah, that's right.
Bears were everywhere.
So cool. I think I got a G-pose in front of the train actually.
Yeah, I remember Ren Balmont's G-pose. She did a crazy G-pose. Like, it looked like an action scene from the Polar Express.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really cool. I
was
think she
pretty
won
darn
that
good.
competition too, maybe. Yeah, me, Arnott's, Subaru, and Ren prepared a little skit at the end. It was
Ah,
the Mean Girls Jingle Bell Rock scene. we
Oh my
we record Santa's Little Sluts.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and it was fun. It was fun. So fetch.
oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun. Fun time.
it was karaoke G pose, Gambit trivia, Blitzglam, the Rothmark, and the artists. It was really cool having that
It's
night. The way it
stacked
was set
lineup.
up. It
Mm.
was this really cool, like Christmas cottagey kind of vibe with a train in the next room. Which you wouldn't expect a train in a cottage, but it was there. The G poses were incredible. Chai Dynasty always do a fantastic job when they show up and run gambling games and stuff, which is fun.
Mm. Oh, we
Um,
also raised some money as well for the Starlight Children's.
yes, it was a fundraiser
Yeah,
for the
Yeah.
Starlight
Children's Fund,
Foundation.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
It was
that
so
was
good
cool.
to see.
Mm.
And then mini Blitz Glam, which was good. A lot of fun there. Just one round of Christmas. And everyone had some really incredible glamours. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun. Did you have anything else you want to add to that, Mara, or should we move on?
I think you guys have pretty much summed up everything anyway.
Oh, okay. And then after the Starlight Soiree, we had the Materia Awards. Wow.
Yo.
Toast, do you want to talk about
The
how the
Advent
Materia, huh?
calendar. The Advent calendar.
Oh, we can talk about that after, like
The
the start.
sexy Advent
Yeah.
calendar. That's so good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Material Awards. So you can tell what my mind's on. Jeez. Uh, that was incredible.
Boulevard
We
Queer
had
is still in his mind.
my cup runneth over. No, so the Materia Awards was an incredible ceremony where we got to celebrate some amazing people, people players from Materia. So not just like famous fancy like content creators, but like you guys, the singers, the dancers, the glamours, the raiders, the PvPers, just the people that are there that are helping others and just being community, building upon the already amazing community we have of Materia. So it's about showing appreciation for players that make our data center the amazing data center that it is. And we had a fantastic time. We had like 10 awards that we handed out. Tony Stank, the legend, printed them out. I hand painted the Materia crystal effect onto it and the lettering, and then the vinyls were a pain, but we got there. And it was just it was really, really special to be able to put like real tangible effort, I should say, into making those special trophies for everybody, because I'm pretty biased, but they came out pretty damn fantastic.
They were really good. I have
and-
one myself, and it's amazing. It's like my favorite thing on my shelf.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trophies turned out so cool.
They're really, really cool. It was awesome to be able to give back to everybody tangibly, not just like here's a million gil for being a good person, but like here is something that we poured time, love, and effort into, that you can hold and look at and remember that you are recognized,
Mm.
And I just thought that was a really cool idea that was batshit insane, but we made it work.
Yeah. Do you remember the voice memo I sent you at the? It was like a 2 a.m., 3 a.m. kind of voice memo, wasn't it? Like all of the.
No, Bulgame?
No. For those who don't know, or
Word
for
of
those who've never
vagina?
received a voice memo from me, I like to send voice memos to people like
It's true.
at 3
People get out
a.m.,
of bed.
2 a.m. in the morning. Usually it's about ideas. Sometimes it's just for shits and giggles. Like, do you know the Bogane?
Oh,
But yeah, there was
God.
this time, like around March, I think, or maybe April, I sent a voice memo.
It was it was early in the year.
Yeah, I sent a voice memo to Toast. I was like telling him how cool it would be if we could have like a award ceremony like inspired by the Oscars, the Tonys, the Emmys.
He's been watching a lot of award shows that month.
Yeah, I love award shows actually. I just think it's such a classy event with and like all the seeing people go up and talk about like their what they worked on, how emotional they are, and what it meant to them, and how winning like the trophy, like I don't know,
Yeah.
it's like an encouragement for them, or like just very grateful. And I thought maybe we could do something similar to people in Materia DC, so people
Yeah.
in Materia DC can feel, I don't know, valued, and like they belong and like appreciated for everything that they do to keep our DC alive. Yeah, and I think it was a really great idea that turned out to be amazing.
Yeah, it was an incredibly special event, and there are a lot of people that really deserved to win an award. Not everybody got one, but the people that did had certainly put in the time and the effort to be recognized, and I think that was awesome.
I just read Ponus's message, voice memos. Why do I only get mermaid memos?
Oh my gosh, the mermaid memo.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember, Toast? Wait, did I not send it to you?
I don't think I got that memo.
Oh no.
I was like sending everyone these mermaid snippets. Like I was feeling like a mermaid that one night. I was like,
It was so good.
No, maybe I got that one.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, look, I probably would have listened to like 2 seconds of it and gone, "Oh, this guy's not slept again."
I'm never saying anything to you again.
Kidding,
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I give it a listen. It's no, it was good, and I think one of the coolest things about the Materia Awards and prepping for it and doing the trophies and stuff is that I actually got to meet Yoshi P himself, and I gave him a Materia Award trophy that we made for the Final Fantasy team. I was a bit blitzed out of my mind because it was Yoshi P.
Can we just
I got to give him the trophy.
before you
So
continue,
good.
can we just say that? Remember, we joked about it. We were like, imagine,
We did, yeah.
imagine giving Yoshi P a Materia Award if he comes to PAX. We didn't know he was coming.
We didn't know, and then we
Yeah.
just kind of manifested it.
Yeah.
And then we got to the
Yeah,
night,
it's
and I had it in my
manifested.
bag because it was a community night it was a community night for fans and people who play the game. It was like the night before PAX. It was the night before PAX, and all across Melbourne, the gamers were out to play. No, we got in, and it was like you got like a pass to go in if you're on the list, and they had all these cool fun activities and stuff, and we knew Yoshi P would be there, but it turns out to meet him you had to win like a raffle, and they slipped like a card into some of the passes that they were handing out, and I got in and I checked my pass and I didn't have a card. But my wife Effie was there as well, and she got a pass, and in her pass was a card to meet Yoshi P. So I was like crapping myself that I wouldn't get to meet him, and then she's like, "Oh, you mean this thing?"
Oh.
This thing?
It's insane. Yeah, we just got so lucky how that just worked out so well that like we joked about giving Yoshi P a trophy, and then we heard he's coming to Melbourne, and then we're like, all right, well, we'll try and make it happen. And then we get there, and like I'm asking the event staff beforehand, like, can we make this happen? And they're like, look, can't make any promises. And then we get there, and then it's by chance, and then by chance we did it. So it was
That's
just
so
incredible.
cool. And we even have a photo of him holding it too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was some pretty fun marketing material.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
giving us some
incredible.
validity
Oh
to
my
the trophies and the
God.
event. Like, this is a real thing. This is serious, guys. Yoshi P has one too.
Look how serious it is. Yoshi P has a trophy.
you can be like Yoshi P. that's not the reason why.
That's not why we advertised. No, we genuinely wanted to give back to the team, the Final Fantasy team. And even if I couldn't get it to Yoshi P, I was going to give it to some of the people I knew from Square that were going to be there. But the fact we got to give it to Yoshi P himself was just so incredible, so honoring. I was shell shocked.
Not gonna lie, occasionally on their like official streams, I try to look to see if it's like on their shelf. Like,
Yeah, it's on the
is
desk, right?
there the material ones like over there? Is it there? Nah. But nah.
I'm hoping maybe they'll like lock it in a vault and hide it until like they release some exciting story event. And
Maybe
they're
one
like,
day.
yeah, we got Materias after different continents on Eorzea now because it's the land's Materia or some nonsense. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Speaking of like, oh sorry, you're gonna finish.
I'm just spitballing theories now. I'm gonna shut up before I go on a tangent.
Okay. Speaking of the Materia Awards, this year's Materia Awards will be, the nominations will open. When did we decide to do it? September? No. Yeah, September, right? September, October, November would give people a chance to
Yes.
enter in their nominees. But before that, we are still finalizing some things. We're going to make a lot of adjustments and changes, which we will explain in a future announcement. The Materia Awards is going to get a nice little rebrand, maybe? No, not rebrand. Like in glow up, a little glow up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the drawing board and make it a new, unique style. I suppose different year, different trophy.
Yeah. And also like in terms of the in-game event, we now have a new co-host who is here with us tonight, Mashumaro. Yay!
Woo!
Welcome to the team,
Yay!
Maro.
Hells
Look,
yeah.
I've been withholding that information for so long. Like, I was talking to someone the other day about the Materia Awards, and they were like, oh, I can't wait for this ceremony. And I'm sitting here like, they don't know I'm co-hosting. So I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for the team. I actually watched the entire Materia Awards last year, and I was thinking like, man, this is the coolest event of the year.
Aww.
And now I get to be a part of it. So I'm so thrilled and cannot wait to highlight some of the amazing people within our community.
So excited.
We're so happy to have you with us.
Yeah, honestly,
we just like we work so well together, and it just makes everything so much easier when we're all I guess familiar with how we work. And yeah,
for sure. I mean,
Can't wait.
It's great. I'm
VTuber on the Materia Awards. Let's go.
VTuber. Yeah. Just have your VTuber on the Materia Awards.
Yo, that would be kind of cool, kind of crazy.
We could
have your VTuber and a Materia Awards outfit.
Oh, actually, I'll get the artist on it. I'll get the artist on it.
Yeah.
Yo, match your in-game plan. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Yo.
And
Furiously typing that down.
yeah, do it. It'll be so cool. I think like you know the color. You know what the color is gonna be already, Maro.
Yes.
Secret.
So yeah, secret. There's gonna be a new color scheme.
Secret.
So yeah, in terms of the event, last year we had like performances by Ren Belmont, Toasted Bun, Chord, Silverwing. We had some advertisements. So if anyone wanted to include some, well, I think it's too early for that, but we include some advertisements for other venues that want to promote stuff during the event. We had some ideas for this year's event. So we want to keep performances as well, like music performances, but we want to add maybe some comedy as well, like maybe what is it called?
We could invite Tay back
Like
for
stand up?
his big skit. I'm not wearing any underpants today. But having some stand up or something would be really, really exciting, really cool. I think there's an opportunity for people to present like a great comedic speech or skit or something that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. Showcase as many different talents as we can. It's so hard to fit them all in. It's just jam pack it with so much of the community. There's not enough for the rest of the community.
Yeah, I was actually kind of inspired by SNL's 50th anniversary, which was like a few months ago, I believe. Yeah, they had some really cool things, and I thought maybe incorporating some of what they did into our event would be pretty cool and entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean,
sorry,
if anyone wants to... Yeah, I was just gonna take it away. Yeah,
Tennis asks, can Hoth Market be a sponsor? Oh yeah, of course. Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Or open to any kind of support. Thank you so much, Artanis.
If anyone wants to sponsor the Materia Awards, or have something to share at the awards, definitely send us a message and we'll get back to you on that, because we are still in early planning stages, but no, there's a fairly good chance we can make something work for you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Was there something else you guys wanted to talk about the Materia Awards?
Not too much that we can really say.
Okay. No worries.
I mean, oh yeah,
Huh?
no. The most important thing is that you're voting for each other, right? Listeners, people, members of the gallery. If you're when you see the nominations for the Materia Awards open, that is your opportunity to nominate the people you know that are a part of Materia. That is your chance to put forward someone that you appreciate and want to recognize for the things that they do or are involved in. We had a lot of nominations last year, and it was really, really cool to see. But we want even more nominations because it makes our job easier. When we get ties and stuff, we kind of have to weigh up the stuff, but we want more of you to put in, so we have more of the community's input. So please drop your nominations as soon as those nominations open.
Yeah.
And just be thinking about it now, so you're ready. Notifications on.
True. And also, we are starting to do a bit more research and delving deeper into certain communities and reaching out to get their help to promote the Materia Awards to then people who are actually within the categories of PvP rating, etc. RP event venues can actually, people who are actually there can nominate, and not just people who know about the event from stream or Party Finder, but people who are at the deep in that community will know about it and nominate. So yeah, we're trying to make it as what's the word?
Involved
Involved or legit, I guess, as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want people with experience in forming decisions.
As authentic as possible.
Authentic, that's the right word.
Yeah, that's a good
There
one.
you
That's a good
go.
word.
Yeah.
I like that one. We also had a chat about how some of the different events were being nominated and what that meant for some of the JJammin events.
Yeah.
Because we did get some nominations through for the JJammin events, but
We did.
We thought it would look a bit funny if it was events that we were in winning prizes. So we tried to steer clear of that where we could. But we had a chat and we figured if the people are nominating JJammin events for prizes and awards and stuff, that's not necessarily us specifically, but it's about all the people that came together and made that event what it was. You know? So when you're thinking of something like the Halloween special as an example, you're not recognizing just Juice, myself, Maro, but you were talking about Grand, Short, Crusader,
the whole 24 people involved.
Yeah,
Brand.
the whole alliance party.
Yeah, the whole alliance party. It's everybody that was part of it, not just us running the show. It's important that we emphasize that it's not about us, but it's about the community. And for us to say, no, that particular event can't win recognition because we were a part of it, isn't very fair to the people that were involved. That
and especially for people like Ren, who created all those things for us when she didn't even have to. And even with Boulevard Quest, she spent a few hours to learn After Effects to make that ECG video, and if
and the ECG,
things like that, I feel deserve recognition. So we want to make it open to JJammin community as well. So if people do vote for our events and it makes sense that we would win something, I wouldn't be the one to receive it because obviously I'm the host of the Materia Awards, but maybe we can arrange it so that someone in the community receives the award. Yeah.
We'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
We'll
Yeah.
make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might have like, one person gets it for a week and then the next person gets it for another week.
It's like shit. It's like trading it.
Postage
Trading
gets
around.
Break it up and give everyone a piece.
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
we just cut it up like a pizza.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Materia Wars is going to be great. Look forward to it.
mhm.
Or
All
else.
right. So after the Materia Awards in 2024, we had the Starlight Market.
Hey.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that was like a last minute event that we kind of just whipped up after we found out about the event area. Do you remember, Maro? I messaged you.
I remember you. Yeah, you Juice messaged me and he said, "OMG, I just had an idea." And I was like, "What is it, Juice?" And he goes, "Have you seen the new Christmas area?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And then he was just sending me screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of all these stalls. He was like, "How about a Christmas market?" And I was like, "Yes." And then we instantly just formed the group to make it. Like we just literally pulled it together. Juice, of course, being the absolute mastermind, was like, "You know what? I'm gonna dial this up to like 10 million."
Yeah.
And it was like a roaring success. I think we nearly capped the instance, didn't we?
I think so.
That
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me. It's another 3 a.m. voice memo.
Oh god.
I think it was. I think it was.
It
another-
was.
Yeah.
It was a 3 a.m. voice memo. Which is typically when Juice sends me all these crazy ideas.
That's when my brain turns on. I'm kidding.
Yes. But it was, yeah, I remember the Starlight Market. It was Saturday, the 28th of December. I remember it because I was not at my normal home. I was on holiday. And it was so much fun. Like I had a good time and everybody came along. And we had so many cool booths and stalls and just fun. Do you guys remember what we had for those
I've got
involved?
the list here.
Yes, I do. We had. So I did a Minions adoption stall.
Which
and
was adorable.
Artanis did a froth fit, like exercise, RP kind of stall. Subaru was Santa. He came like an hour later, and everyone was taking G poses with him for a G pose competition. As he was Santa Claus. And then we had Ponus doing chai trivia, which was amazing. We had yourself, Maro, and Renzo at like a sweet treats stall.
Yeah, we had Luminous Confections.
Yeah, Luminous Confections. And then we had Shopee, like Tay's community, doing a like a barbecue.
It was the barbecue. It was the
Barbecue.
dad barbecue. I remember it. It was
Pops,
the best.
Pops barbecue, yeah. The dad
We
jokes.
just stereotypical dads crack dad jokes, sell things like steak, sausages, and pies.
Yeah.
That's so
It was
good.
the best.
We
amazing.
had Nook doing a raffle, death roll raffle, something like that.
10 million gil.
10 oh my god. And
Wait a
then
minute,
we
what the-
had Archaeo, who was the artist doing free scribbles.
Nice.
And then we had Frog and Kwana doing rent-a-maid services. Yeah. And like everyone at one point was like throwing snowballs at each other, and it was like so cute and wholesome. I was like, oh my god, this is great.
That was like one of my favorite parts, was just like watching the snowballs just like fly across the screen. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a huge turnout. I was really surprised. I guess that kind of started my my consideration to do more events like that, like market events, because before we had that, we had Hearth Market and Materia DC. I think that might have been like the only market event that we had in Materia DC, right? Like the Hearth Market. I'm not
Yeah,
really sure if there was anything else.
I think that's about right. Yeah.
There was an old one that was done like once. I think Rice Market.
Rice Market.
They ran one time.
Oh,
They
by
brought
the
up,
Rice
like,
FC.
Yeah, the Rice FC ran a
Oh.
market once. That was
yeah.
ages ago.
I see.
But I don't think we've seen much more beyond that.
Yeah, the Hearth Market had like a huge turnout.
Rough Market was massive.
And they still do.
They're across like all the servers.
Yeah.
Rough Market's
Shout
everywhere.
out to the Roth Market.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Roth
go Roth
Market.
Market.
Next Roth Market's gonna be on June 21st. I can't remember.
June 21st.
It's like a Pride theme. Artanis, let me know
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, and I'll
Oh yeah,
correct
there was a
myself.
post about that.
I know there was a night
Really?
market that just happened recently. But yeah, isn't there's one coming up June 21st?
Yeah, 21st. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So then we had the Starlight Market, and now Maro. Do you want to talk about your production?
Oh
Hey.
yes. A very Eorzean Christmas. I pulled together in like 3.5 weeks a Christmas production. It was very, very quickly pulled together. I was inspired obviously by the Halloween special. And I wanted to try my best at a show or production. And I learned very quickly of how much work really goes into putting those shows on. But I just wanted to do a fun little thing for the community just before Christmas.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun with my friends, and we had like lots of cool Christmas sets. We did some songs in dungeons, which was really cool. And I actually like need to go back and re-edit all of the videos because I've still got everyone's recordings, and it's been sitting on the top of my list to go back and re-release. But yeah, we did the Christmas special just over one night. And I had such a good time with everybody hanging out, doing our rehearsals. We learned positionals, in about 3.5 weeks, which was the craziest 3.5 weeks ever. But we had 14 songs, and we learned them over 3.5 weeks.
It's insane.
Which is crazy. But
Like,
yeah, we had fun.
Far out.
Even with technical issues, we still pulled through somehow, miraculously. But a Christmas miracle. But it was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was very last minute, right? No, last. We had like what 2 months? Less than a month. I'm not. I can't remember.
Less than a month. We had less than a month really with practice.
Yeah. But it turned out great. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed being part of it and seeing everyone's songs that they performed. And I enjoyed performing my song. What song did I do? Oh, it was the "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year."
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we had our duo.
Glittery. Yeah.
Glittery by Casey Musgraves and Troy Sivan. It was very cute. I definitely like. It really kicked the fire up for me to want to do more productions, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's really cool. You did a great job.
Productions are a lot of work, and I think it's just a matter of balancing it out with whatever else you have going on at the same time. Yeah. Toast, did you?
Technical issues are part of the charm, as our audience have just been saying.
Yeah.
Scuff happens is my favorite phrase because scuff always happens.
Yes.
The scuff is inevitable, but it's part of the charm.
I like how I messed up twice. At Boulevard Queer this weekend. First night I messed up. Second night I messed up.
I mean, I messed up too.
And I'm like contemplating. Oh yeah, this toast guy. We can talk about that later. But I was contemplating whether to include that in the final VOD when I combine the best parts. What do you guys think? Should I include like the mess ups or just make it perfect?
I think keep the mess ups because it's live.
Okay.
And that adds the charm.
I think those screw ups are the best bit. When you're like trying not to crack, or when we do crack, I think that's just part of what makes it good because it makes it real, you know? It means the audience knows that there's people actually behind it trying to do their best. And even when we're not our best, you know, it just makes us more relatable, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And I do like how it does make it seem more like a live production, which it is.
Yeah.
So I wanted to move on to this year, 2025. PRISM. Sorry, in January, we had the PRISM magazine and podcast. We didn't have any events because I guess we were kind of taking a little breather. But you know, breaks for me don't exist. So I was working on PRISM magazine and podcast. So I released the PRISM magazine 2 weeks into the year, I think.
It's an incredible.
Oh yeah, it's
volume.
like a collection of interviews of people in the community, some
Yep.
advertisements,
Mm,
and some cool G poses.
incredible G poses.
Yeah, I do plan on releasing the second issue later this year, sometime in November. I'm still working on it. But I also want to add event recaps of my own, like the JJammin events.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool just to talk about it from my perspective, like from my experience, and also maybe I'll interview some of the cast members who were involved, and
That would be cool.
have what they say about. I might actually do a piece on hairspray if I can reach out to,
Yeah.
our cast members from that production if they're interested to, Although we did do like a Q&A thing, so maybe I could just leave it.
I'm sure they would be keen.
Mm.
Or even if you want to do one on Boulevard Quay.
Of course, I do one on Boulevard Quay. But yeah, so that's look forward to the next issue of Prism magazine. In November, hopefully, fingers crossed. If I have things under control. So we had the Prism magazine in January, and the first episode of Prism podcast. The first guest was Anthea Rain. And then
That was good fun.
Yeah, we've had a few guests since then. So this is episode 7. And it's been really fun doing these podcasts with you guys.
You had some great people in there. I was looking at the list of names earlier. I'll just find where I put it. There we go. There's a playlist on the YouTube channel. Just so you're aware. Wink wonk.
Wink wonk.
Yeah, we had Xanthea, Artanis, Lex, Amako, Frog, Big Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we
So
do
many
have
cool-
we have a list of future guests as well after this episode. So yeah, hope you guys continue to stick around for those. So then that was January. We had February. Oh, we had the Valentine Ball.
Jumbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
I'll just do a disclaimer. If you do not like J.K. Rowling, I understand. And anyways, this event was inspired by Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, so we had like a Harry Potter marathon. We had a Harry Potter marathon, and when we watched the scene of the Yule Ball, I was thinking, anyways, when we watched the scene of the Yule Ball, I was like, damn, I wonder if I can recreate this exact ball venue in Final Fantasy XIV. And so I did. And then I thought, like, what can I use this venue for? So then I thought of like a Valentine's Day event. So then I'm like changed the colors and everything, the decorations to be more like Valentine's theme with the pinks, the reds, the whites, and it turned out to be really cute. And then I sent a DM to Anthea. I don't know if she remembers. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it now. I'm gonna do this event. And then I said to her, like, one day when we look back and we think of the Valentine Ball, we're gonna remember how it started. It started by watching Harry Potter. Yeah, no, it wasn't a voice memo. It was just a DM. So that turned out to be a really, really cute and fun event. We had a kissing booth run by Subaru Forrester. He gave like a gift to everyone that doted him. We had tarot readings by Lex Hallows. We had, oh yeah, that's right. So I've always wanted to host a ball event in Final Fantasy 14, but obviously there's no actual way to do like a waltz dance in the game. There is like a animation from a dungeon, I believe, where like the ghosts are like in the ballroom, they're like waltzing with each other.
Yeah.
We don't have we can't do something like, we can't use that unless
do that
you use
yet.
dark arts. But I still wanted to incorporate like dancing with your partner. So I came up with these 5 dance routines and named them like Azure Serenade and Lover's Lament and whatever, and made like little 5-second videos of Anthea and Nook dancing together, performing specific emotes for that routine. And then I set up a challenge for those that showed up on time to the event. If they completed all routines correctly, we had Nook running around looking to see if they did it correctly and writing them down. If you did it all correctly, you'd be in the draw to win a Mog Station attire or something like that, and you'd receive the title of Diamond of the Season, which was Killy and Tay. And
Pretty
they got to like dance together. Like they had a moment at the end where everyone was surrounding them and like serenading them with flowers and gold, and it was like a really
so
cute moment.
Cute.
And Kelly told
That's
me
adorable.
that she felt like a fucking princess.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aw, it's amazing.
It was really cute. And then we had the kiss cam, which was so
Yes.
cute and funny. I don't know. It was funny because when I moved the camera to like people that I thought were couples because they stood together, and sometimes they would be matching with their glams. So I put the camera to them, they would dote, and then the screen would explode with hearts, and like the effects were taken from Honeybee Lovely, with the hearts and stuff like that. So, and then like when I moved the camera to people who weren't a couple, they would just stand there for like 10 seconds, and then I had to move the camera away. It was so funny because I don't know, it was like awkward. Yeah.
It was
But
such
yes,
a cool.
it was really fun. And I was only planning to do it once during the event, but I got a few messages from people who, I guess, because there was a bit of a delay on stream, so that kind of might have played a role in some people not actually doting each other. But yeah, I got a few messages like, "Oh, can you bring it back? We didn't know," or something like that. So then I brought it back, and yeah, it was really cute.
You should set up like a macro DM or something next time you do it, so you can like hit the button to DM them, so they get a ping when the camera's on.
True, that's a great idea.
Just T.
That is a good idea, actually.
Yeah, so target DM. You're on camera.
Time to kiss. Now kiss.
Dote your partner.
Kiss up.
Kiss up.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think the production value for that event was crazy good. Sometimes I just like open up the website and look at that looping video you've got.
Really?
Yeah, just because it looks so cool, like the dancing and the glamours and stuff. Like I really like the glamour that you designed for Haru. It's so cute. It's so good. Watching everybody dance in sync and in time so cleanly was just awesome. Yeah.
We also had
a cool. No, you've got this. You're about to say it.
Oh no, we had a set list of performers. Yeah. We had so it was Chord, Anthea, Crusader, Rem, myself, Channy, Maro. Am I missing someone? Lainey.
And Lainey.
Lainey.
Yep. Awesome.
And we also had Husky by the Geek.
How cool was that?
The craziest thing.
Yeah. He premiered? Yeah, he premiered his cover early at our event and then uploaded it like a few hours later. It was like a real privilege and honor for him to do that for us. And everyone loved it too. Everyone was like on stage cheering for his song, his cover.
Yeah. It was awesome. Like royalty descended to join us there.
Not royalty. But yeah, that was really fun. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I want to do it again, like another ball event, but we do have another event similar to that coming up soon next month, which I will announce, I guess, later on in the JJammin Discord and wherever I decide to advertise. But yeah, after the Valentine Ball, we had the 80s karaoke night, which was hosted by myself and Zeki. Yeah, so
It was a good time.
we designed a venue to be like really retro with like neon lights. Everyone came in like glams. Artanis was there. You were there, Toast.
I was chilling. I didn't sing at that one, but I got to watch and listen. It was incredible.
You didn't sing? You did sing.
Did I sing?
Yeah.
Oh heck, I forgot that I sang. I guess I just sort of repressed that traumatic experience.
I took a jeepers of you on stage singing.
It wasn't that bad. No, it was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it was...
I just remember AFKing there for like an hour before doing anything else.
Oh, okay.
But I got to listen to everybody sing, and you're all really freaking talented. And it was awesome just hearing people have a go and just put themselves out there in like a safe space. It was really cool.
Yeah. So after the 80s karaoke night, wait, when was your country karaoke night, Maro?
That was in April.
Okay. Was it before or after Springtide? Oh, it was after. No. It was after JJ Airlines. Okay.
It was after JJ. It
Okay.
was after Springtide because I wasn't here. I missed out on Springtide.
Yeah. Sorry, I
I'm
just want to
laughing at
comment.
Juicy Bud.
Yeah, Juicy Bud.
That was such a good cover.
Yeah. So Anthea and I, we did a little cover of from the Stranger Things that skit, Never Ending Story. Yeah, she called me Juicy Bun and I called her Anthe Poo. Yeah, that was cute.
That's so good.
So yeah, that was the 80s karaoke night, and then we had Springtide Fair, which was like the Starlight Market, but obviously for Easter and spring.
The streets.
Yeah, it was really fun, and we had the car wash hosted by La La La
That was
La Maid Cafe.
incredible.
I love the La 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 car washes. They're
I was-
so cool.
Yeah.
I was checking out the build for that, and it just did my head in how they made it look so authentic, which is really weird because in the lavender beds, it's not a tarred road in sight.
Yeah, we had like sprinklers as well.
Yeah, there's like sprinklers in it, and they had these like the Magitech service bays or something. I have no idea what it's called.
And they would like
but
stand on the ladders
was-
and use the water can emote on you. It was
It
cute.
was gorgeous.
We also had the at the Springtide Fair, we had another trivia from Ponas. We had another minion adoption. We had Forest Valley was part of this event as well. This was the first time I collaborated with Forest Valley. So yeah, we had Red Velvet and her team hosting some stalls like mini games, gacha, and Nook did some art commissions and raffle. Sorry, did raffle.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a G-pose competition with some baby bunnies who were just Lalafels dressed up as bunnies. We had...
Oh, that was a different time.
Huh, sorry?
The petting zoo.
That petting zoo, that was at the safari event. That's a Lala event. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just the tour guide for that.
That's a tour guide.
We had...
Just the tour guide.
Just the tour guide. We had a bard band there. And I think that was it at the Springtide Fair. It was really fun. Huge turnout.
Was it the snowbirds? Did you have the snowbirds at the Springtide?
Yeah, the snowbirds.
I love the snowbirds. They're so good.
Yeah. Water Scamber, Scavenger Hunt, Glamour Contests, Bingo. Yeah, the snowbirds are there. That's awesome.
I love them.
I love the map that you did too, with all the stamps on it. That's so cute.
That was Artanis's idea from the Starlight Market. Before, I just put numbers, and then he's like, "You should put emojis." It's like, okay, and it turned out really
That
good.
was cute as a freak. So good.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
What comes next?
Oh.
Swing Tover.
It made headlines all across Eorzea.
Oh, JJ
Yes.
Airlines. Yeah. Okay, fun fact. So JJ Airlines, I was not expecting it to be as much of a hit as it was, because it was meant to be like a prelude or like a prequel, I guess, to Boulevard Quay. So in Boulevard Quay, in the intro, you see the airplane crashing the Crystal Tower. So that part wasn't supposed to happen. The plane was supposed to just land safely in Limsa, originally. Brian just laughing. I thought Brian Tay, sorry.
Tay is Brian, right?
Tay is Brian. But yeah, so I can't remember why. Honestly, I can't remember why I made a fucking plane on FF14. I think
It's one of those 3 a.m. voice memos.
I think no, I remember. It was like after a patch and they released like a new housing furnishing. It was a it's that curved looking pillar. And you can buy it from the NPC. It was like really cheap. So I was just playing around with that furnishing items, and I made like a really long tube. So like it was the ceiling was curved, and for some reason it was like, wait, I think I can make like a plane with this with this like design. So then I added a carpet, I added some seats, and
That is wild.
I ended up like building a whole plane, right? And then it was like, guys, remember that scene in Boulevard Quay at the beginning of the intro video, like the plane from the Black Shroud to La Nocia?
Yes.
Like, can we do like an event based on that moment?
Oh my
Yeah. So
gosh.
then as I was brainstorming, I don't know how, I was just like thinking as I usually do, just daydreaming. I remember playing games like Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human, the Telltale games. Those games where like narrative driven games where your choices impact the story.
Yeah.
And they have like multiple endings, multiple outcomes. So I thought it would be possible to do that on stream on Twitch, with now that I have a stream deck, and it's easy to like press buttons now to change things and whatever. And I thought it would be possible. So then I asked Kelly, Nook, Tay, and Toast, to be part of this event. And yeah, thankfully you guys agreed. Toast was the captain, and Tay was. I keep calling him Brian. Tay was. It's just a habit from Boulevard. Tay was the co-pilot. Nook was the manager flight attendant. Who was like, in charge of first class, and Kelly was the sassy side-eye flight attendant that was managing economy.
Yeah.
So we came up with these roles. And their personalities. I remember us being in a call, and with my iPad out, and we were like writing like story paths, like different paths, and critical events that would happen. It was like really messy, but after a few days we kind of just got through it and managed to come up with 3 different endings: a good one, a bad one, a good one, a neutral one, and a bad one. And there were ways where if you were on the good path, you could potentially go into the neutral path, or you can stay on the good path. And there was a way if you were on the if you started off on the bad path, you could stay on that path, or you can go on the neutral path. So the good path was when you would land in Limsa, which is, if that happened, then the intro of Boulevard Quay would just be the plane landing in Limsa Limenza, like how it was supposed to. And then the neutral ending. So there's two kind of neutral endings, one from the good path and one from the bad path. If you were on the good path, the pilot is the one that lands on the island. So Toast
I actually
would have
got to keep participating.
yeah. And yeah, instead of just staying in the whole time.
Knocked out in the first decision. I guess I'll go lie down.
And then if you're on the bad path and you went into the neutral path, the person that lands the plane on the island will be Nook Nook, the flight attendant that takes on the position of pilot. And if you were on the bad path, which is what we ended up going on, Nook Nook would leave the cockpit, and then Tay would be the one in charge of the plane. And Tay is secretly an incompetent... Sorry, not Tay. Brian is secretly an incompetent pilot. He doesn't have that much flying experience. That he probably lied on his resume. So then everyone evacuated the plane and they jumped out at the back. And then there was a sequence of the plane just flying into the Crystal Tower and crashing. So then we added that ending into Boulevard Queer, so you can see when I upload the VOD on YouTube, or if you saw the show last weekend, at the start the plane crashes the Crystal Tower, and then there's like footmarks walking to Limsa. There's footmarks walking to Lanosia. Yeah. So that we incorporated the JJ Airlines event into the production. But yeah, the JJ Airlines was crazy fun. Like we had those a lot of memorable RP moments, like the pretzel incident.
Pretzels are so much fun. That was great.
Yeah, someone was.
I remember.
Yeah, someone was asking for the pretzels, and then I don't know, Toast kind of just went with it and started eating pretzels in the cockpit.
Tay and I were DMing each other like, right, we got to play on the pretzels. We got to get these pretzels out. There was no way we couldn't use the pretzels and just mess with the passengers. It was so much fun.
And the umbrella incident with Elixir in the overhead hangar.
Yeah. Killy spotted that like immediately when Elixir came on board and was like, / emote, Elixir puts the parasol in the overhead locker. And Killy's like, guys, we can use that to knock out the pilot.
Like that's so honestly good. That's like insane level of improv skills. Like when I'm sorry, I need burp. When I'm managing the stream side of things, I can't really pay attention to what's happening in game in the chat. So when that stuff was happening, I kind of just went with it. But then it wasn't until after the event when I started watching it, I was like, oh wait, you guys like kind of included the story from the passengers into what you were doing anyways. Like Toast was supposed to be knocked out from just luggage, but now he's getting knocked out from Elixir's umbrella.
Great. And
then we had the gluten-free incident with Ositha. And I remember it's so funny. Kelly was getting so fed up. It was so funny.
Doing a great job.
And then we had, what was it? All these people dying, not dying, but like passed out at the back of the plane. I didn't even, so like what I said, I couldn't read what was happening in the chat. So then when my camera was like, when I changed cameras to like the back of the plane and I saw like a whole bunch of people just dying, like dead on the floor, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like what? Like why is everyone just dead on the floor?
I can't quite remember how that chain of events went off, but someone complained about something and then they all started passing out. And I think, it was Killy did her best. It was great.
Yeah. And then there was smoke. Yeah. There was smoke.
There was the smoke and Killy covered it up because chat was like, nah, don't look at it. And then there was someone passed out on the toilet.
Oh my god.
So, like someone was in the toilet taking selfies, and then at one point they passed out, and then everyone else is like waiting outside the door. There's like a lineup.
there was someone passed out in the toilet, and then there was another person on the toilet seat taking selfies with that person passed out on
Oh
the
my
ground.
gosh.
It was so chaotic and crazy. But yeah, the smoke was planned. But I didn't think the passengers would react that way. But it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great that they were able to improv and play on the smoke themselves, making use of the space that was available and just running with the story like that. I think that was great.
Oh my god! And Zeki said the ERPG pose on the plane set. I don't think anyone has. I don't think you guys have seen that, but yeah, we found some G poses on some Discord server of people, passengers, taking some scandalous G poses on the plane.
Oh.
Well, the
Oh
plane
my
crashed,
god!
I guess. There's no
Yeah,
getting that out of the carpet.
yeah. That's how you know they had a good time. No, I'm kidding.
That's
Oh
how you know
my
you built on the
gosh.
school, is that the ERP G poses are all over it.
Yep.
It's the first plane in Eorzea or in Final Fantasy 14, so I think, you give yourself a pat on the back for that.
I did read that headline. Oh, was it a headline? No.
I don't know if it was a headline. It was Eorzea's first airline or something.
Oh yeah, Eorzea's first commercial
Entertainment.
airline or something like that.
Volume 17.
Yeah,
We
on
made
the
reference to that
Aether
before.
Entertainer. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
That was really cool to see that article and even have a read of it. I think they did a really cool little analysis on the event and a recap as well. So if you don't have time to watch the VOD, you can read the article.
Yeah,
I'll find a link for you in the chat.
it's based on the rider's experience. So they were a passenger on the plane as well. They were in first class.
Which is awesome.
But yeah, after the event, everyone seemed to enjoy it, and a lot of people have been asking me if I was going to do it again. And I think so. I think this is a really fun way and unique way of storytelling, and yeah, I do.
And now,
Huh?
the court case in JJ Starlines was born.
Oh, is that still happening? I don't know.
I don't know, but JJ Starlines is a legally separate entity by law.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
JJ Starlines. Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, I'm still open to doing that again. Events like that again. Not the airplane itself. I probably won't be doing another airline event anytime soon. But just because I think everyone knows I'm a commitment phobe and I don't want to set expectations. So I don't want to do the same event every few often. So yeah.
That's fair.
Next one will probably be something like, Starlines, or maybe something completely different, like
Isn't it
submersibles, or maybe a campsite for Halloween with a murderer. Who knows?
Imagine that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
or maybe an event inspired by what's that? Meet the Millers. In a caravan. In a caravan.
That'd be incredible. I'd love that. There's so much room for to do anything really, and I'm looking forward to whatever comes next. I can't wait. I really enjoyed JJ Airlines, and I am very excited to see what comes next in the JJ Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
Not the JJ Cinematic Universe.
JJCU, let's go.
Honestly, after that credit roll video I made at the end, it's pretty legit.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alrighty, so
we just need credit scenes for the next production.
Yeah. So alright, so we're kind of at the almost at the 2 hour mark, which is surprising. Yeah, this episode was kind of supposed to be short and sweet, but now it's just like a regular episode, which is fine. It's fine. I guess we have a lot to talk about.
We're just serial yappers, guys.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch time when I was like, "What's your favorite song?" But then they're like, "Nah, top 3." I had to expand upon that. The Halloween special was a good chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So after JJ Airlines, we had the crossover art contest. Yeah, the crossover art contest was last month.
I believe so. Yeah.
Maro actually entered that with her.
I did. It was very cool. I loved the crossover art contest. I think it was just really exciting to see everyone's interpretations of the theme. Because obviously there's like a million different things that everyone could have done.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool to see everyone's like unique tastes and styles. And I'm saying this as like art teacher perspective, that it was just really cute to see everybody's art come together and like to know that everyone put love and time and you know, we had some crazy entries that
Yeah.
like the candle art and the Pokemon card. Like that was just so cool. And I thoroughly enjoyed it and I had so much fun doing my entry.
I really liked your entry. So cute. You
I
won the
taught myself
cute one.
I taught myself to watercolor
I
Yeah.
thought that was mad.
which now I've been watercoloring nearly every day since the art competition.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share with everybody what I've been watercoloring. I've been practicing every day. So you never know. Like if you ever see an art competition, try a new medium. You might actually fall in love with that medium.
Very, very inspiring, actually. I actually wanted to pick it up as well after I saw your artwork, the
It's
watercoloring.
fun. It's so much fun. I'm an oil painter by trade, and I was like, I'm gonna try the most delicate paint style. And the first ever painting, the trial one I did, was so messy. I feel like all the watercolor painters of the world would have looked at that and went, it's an oil painter, isn't it? Because it was just muddy, it was gross. But I the second I saw the poster, I actually had like two concepts in mind for my crossover. And I like rewatched like the classic Pokemon anime. And I was like, I could do something for Pokemon. And I was like, but that's too Maro. Everyone knows that's Maro. And I was like, what am I going to do? And then I was on Netflix and I saw Howl's Moving Castle. And I was like, I'm going to do Studio Ghibli. And if you've ever seen Howl's Moving Castle, you know that is an animation spectacle. So it was very, very, because I thought that was like a funny little thing. It was just the craziest little concept.
We also had Toast doing a pixel art Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, and I love your pixel art, Toast.
That's cool. I think the fringe is still bugging me. I might need to like darken the highlight of that fringe up so it doesn't blend into the forehead. But I really I was quite surprised with how well that came out. Honestly, thought it would be a lot worse.
He wasn't even trying. No, I'm kidding.
I really was.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on, cut me some slack. No, it came out sick. I was really happy with it. So it's good. And I've been practicing more and more pixel art constantly. The Chocobo alert that popped up, Boulevard. No, we'll get to that later.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also got to participate in I didn't enter the competition. I was one of the judges on the panel, but I did get to draw a Disney-inspired art piece of my Warrior of Light for the promotional graphic. So I really tried to capture like the Disney facial features, like the big eyes, the big nose. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it, and I was inspired to keep doing more art. I actually do have to do another. I have to do a chibi for my judge pick. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on that this week.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, like all the judges did a artwork of their character, right?
Yeah.
In the crossover, so the poster is each judge's character like crossed over with their genre or their choice, which I thought was really cool to see that they got a chance to show what they can do as well.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
shout out to the judges; they were awesome.
Thank you. So after the art competition, was Boulevard Queer, which was yesterday and on Saturday, so 2 days ago.
How good!
Wow, yeah, damn. It was 5 months of a lot of rehearsals and work and weekly. You know, Maro knows. Maro's been in like Hairspray and stuff, so we all know what it's like to be in a production. and to have it end and the post show emptiness feeling.
Post show blues.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. The party never dies.
Yeah, so things aren't as busy, I guess, in that way anymore. No more rehearsals on Monday, but we got to put on a really fun show. It was a parody of Avenue Q. For those that haven't seen it yet, Boulevard Queer is a parody of Avenue Q. We made a lot of changes and adjustments to the script and also the music, the song, and lyrically. So we, it was a great turnout. We had I think over 90 people each night, which was the same as usual. But
which is crazy.
It's so huge. If you had an auditorium, that's a full auditorium. If you got an average size auditorium, that would be packed with 100 people. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's one of those events where it's just so much love and so many memories when you look back. It's something that you can't really replicate. For example, Hairspray had its own unique I guess experience, and Halloween Special had its own unique experience, and I feel like Boulevard Queer had its own as well. And in the future, future productions, it's some you can't really replicate the same experience. I know, it's just very different and unforgettable. It's funny because even though it's in a game like Final Fantasy XIV, it's to me it's one of the best memories of my life. And it's just so much fun. People may say bro, do you even have a life? But I don't need a life. This is fun. What else do you want me to do? Go out and drink and there's nothing wrong with that, but everyone is allowed to do what they enjoy, and that's what I enjoy. I like to put on productions, and yeah.
Well, 100%. It's awesome. Whatever people are inspired and encouraged to do is what they should do. There's no reason why.
It's the saying of do what makes you happy.
Yeah. There's no reason you can't live your life in Final Fantasy XIV if you really want to. The option's there. The people are there.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff in it, It is just as real as if you went to an actual player production.
True.
As if you actually acted on stage. Because we're still acting, we're still singing. Yeah, there's not as much, physical movement or physical outfits or whatever you want to. There's nothing as tangible, but it's still real. It's still designed, it's still curated, it's still produced, it's still presented. And it is just a different form of medium.
And I think the whole journey of it is what is part of the appeal, I guess. So not just putting on the show, but the just creating the videos, the assets, your pixel art,
Those are cool.
recording our vocals on songs, learning the songs, learning our positionals, everything. All of that is just, it's not just to get somewhere, it's not just to work towards a certain goal or endpoint, but it's just in the moment it's fun and enjoyable, and it for me it tickles my I was gonna say tickle my balls. That's just my intrusive thoughts. Tickles my creativity. Tickles my creativity.
The creativity balls. It's great, honestly. There's so much involved in creating a production like that, and it really pushes you. And I think being pushed and getting uncomfortable and growing is what life is all about,
Mm.
right? You know, if people are saying get a life, and you are pushing yourself to do something new that is uncomfortable, that is helping you grow as a person in something you enjoy, like a skill or a hobby, then that is living. That is valuable. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that can't ever be taken away from you.
And also, there's no difference to whether raid, PvP, or however you play the game. It's
Yeah.
just you're spending your time elsewhere and doing something else, like in Final Fantasy 14, instead of, doing Savage, you're going to rehearsals to do Theater Simulator. And it's fun.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of playing this game, is just to have fun. And in the end, and it doesn't matter how big how big the show is, or the impression it has publicly. What matters is our experience, and how much we enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I think that's the most important takeaway. And just like reflecting on what you were just saying, Toast, there's a quote that was told to me very, very early in my career. And it is, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because if you live your life comfortably and don't push yourself out of your boundaries, you'll never grow.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I really like these productions, because it's pushing the boundaries, it's pushing what we see as the norm. And then you see other people being like, well, I have this crazy idea, and I think this could be really cool. And like we see all these amazing events pop up, and then it just
Yeah.
snowballs all these incredible events that come out of the woodworks because they've seen somebody else do it and they think, oh well, they've done it, so this must be possible too.
Yeah. That's it.
Like we've seen some absolutely crazy events in the Materia scene,
I
like
really have.
the Lala Fight Club, and
Wait, what?
and the Monster Hunter event where we smacked A ranks with frying pans, like the frying pan auto attack.
Oh, I heard about
And
that. It's crazy.
like we see all these crazy wacky events, but they all happen because of things like the productions and JJ Airlines, and it's all happening because we're starting this snowball effect of creative things in a
Yeah.
format that typically isn't that way.
Yeah. It's good.
True.
I remember being on a panel at DreamHack in 2023. Is it 3?
4.
For
Or Hairspray. Yeah, last year. And we were talking about like building community in Final Fantasy 14, and one of the things I was talking about is just pushing the boundaries of what's possible in Final Fantasy 14, and in life in general. Just getting uncomfortable, doing new things, and breaking expectations to show that there are more things possible than you realize. Yeah.
And also, not everything has to be so public facing either. Like the events you do, it doesn't have to be like our productions that are streamed or uploaded on YouTube. They can just be entirely in game as well. Like the Lala, Lala Safari Day and stuff like that.
Like the karaoke nights,
which is on Discord, and in game. And yeah, it's a unique and fun way that not people would expect when they see Final Fantasy 14. I actually been asked by someone for something, to talk about something, and they were surprised like we did all this stuff because it's just so unique and unexpected. And it I guess even recently someone just found out about JJammin, and they they couldn't believe that a community like JJammin exists on Final Fantasy XIV because we do so many things like musicals and art competitions and just stuff that you wouldn't expect comes with the package that is Final Fantasy XIV, which is mostly just advertised to have your standard events like PvP ratings, MSQ, field ops, whatever. But then when you find like something like this out there and you're interested in it, it's like a whole new world.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyways, how do you guys how do you guys feel about the past year? Like how would you summarize the past year?
That's a hard one. It's been incredible.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. There's been. Go ahead. After you.
I was just gonna say, like, for me, I would sum it up as crazy because I never thought that, like, this time last year that we would have have just put on the first musical in Materia. I never would have thought that would have been a thing, especially because like, as I've mentioned multiple times, like, I started FF in 2023, so I started playing this game, and when I first started playing, like, I learned about the nightclubs, I learned about like the RP scene, and I thought, wow, that's so cool. I was like, I wonder what else can be done in this game. If I had have gone back in time to tell younger Maro, hey, did you know you're going to be in a musical? I would have laughed. Like, I would have been like, no, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, like, reflecting back on just everything that I've had the chance to be a part of, like, even if it's just like me slinging a mount as a giveaway prize, like, just to see how incredible the community has been as well.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me to see everybody come together in such a beautiful way. And we just all coexist. Everybody just coexists.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful and crazy.
What about you, Toast?
Yeah. This last year has just been a year of firsts, I think, for me. Just doing new things, getting uncomfortable. Like, I never really ever sang much publicly before. I was more of a karaoke kind of person. And so when Hairspray came along and I ended up singing as Juice asked me to be Edna with Harry, I was like super nervous to be singing publicly. Because I was worried about how I'd sound and how it'd come out. So there was a lot of growth for me in doing that and just putting myself out there, because turns out I actually kind of enjoy it when I'm not shitting myself over getting it wrong. It's a lot of fun to be doing stuff like karaoke and musicals, and I've done acting a little bit when I was young, and I really missed it. So being able to do that again and bring life to characters like Edna or Rod, or even the Captain, has just been so much fun. I really enjoy acting and improv and just putting a spin or a twist into characters to make them a bit more unique and exciting.
Yeah.
So doing that on a live stream or like a VOD and stuff has just been nerve-wracking. And like, I've been streaming for a few years now, but like, it's different when you're acting. It's different when you're performing, because it's new, and you always worry like, oh, I'm not very good at this. People are gonna think I'm terrible, and I shouldn't have even tried. Kind of deal. Like, you get the worst thoughts in your head, but the community that I've been a part of in these productions have just been so kind and encouraging. Even right now, thanks guys. I wouldn't have been able to do as well as I did if I didn't have everyone's support, you know. And so being involved in all these things has just been incredible. And like even PAX, meeting Yoshi P, and being a part of all the Final Fantasy stuff that was on as well, meeting all the amazing community people, like even NGU Footman with his massive banner that everybody signed and slapped stickers on for the team at Square Enix was just incredible. And meeting like the Chai guys and getting some little poker chips was so much fun. Like it's such a big community, and it's really wonderful and encouraging to see that there's real faces behind the characters that you see on screen. You know, there's real people living their lives, dealing with their own struggles, and that we're all in this together. So, yeah. I could keep going. I'll stop there before I do.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
How I would summarize 1 year of Jammin? I think everyone knows my history on Materia DC. If you don't know, I transferred from Tonbury, attempted to join Toast's FC and got rejected.
What was the join comment you said?
Yeah.
Something like "punish me, daddy."
Like, choke me, daddy.
Choke me, daddy.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. I was streaming at the time. Shin sends me a message. Would you want me to like reject this one? I'm like, what is it? And I look at it. It says "choke me, daddy." And I'm like, oh, okay. Boop.
Yeah,
And I found out later it was someone's friend.
Yeah, I got rejected, and then
I'm glad you did.
I started what everyone probably knows as the Met Gala monthly, well not monthly anymore. Glamour competition. I was basically the I guess the face of it for a while. And then early 2024 is when I started to step away from it. Just for reasons. And then when I started Jammin, and then since then, I would summarize the fuck. Oh my god, not me getting emotional on a podcast.
Don't cry. If you cry, we all go
No,
down.
I cried yesterday. I don't want to cry today.
Do it.
No.
Do the cry.
Yeah. It's not another speech. It's not another speech. I don't have a speech. I promise. It's just it's nice to be surrounded by people who, I guess, truly support you, and have your best interest, and then I guess, yeah.
Oh.
We're here for you, man. We really are.
Anyways,
we all love you very much.
That's how I feel about my first year, if that means anything.
I think there was a lot said with little said.
Yeah, I look forward to more.
Many happy memories.
Many happy memories. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Anyways, how do you guys feel about the state of Materia?
Oh gosh.
Now it's been how many years now since?
It's a great state. It's a wonderful state. I think it's a fantastic state with a great economy. I think Materia is kind of in a bit of a, I want to say a good spot. I think kind of in an in-between spot maybe. Just while between patches, it always gets a bit quiet and people always get a bit grumpy about the lack of content. But I think Materia itself, I'm heavily biased, is one of the best communities in Final Fantasy. We have so many amazing people, and I think because we're so tight knit, because we haven't been able to travel out very much at all, if at all. Um, we've we've all come to know each other and be involved in each other's events and things, and we all are cross-pollinating different ideas and exciting things. And I think that there is so much untapped potential that is just waiting to bubble forth from the people of Materia. But already we have such an amazing established community of free companies and discords and events, and there's people running every kind of content. There's people teaching every kind of content. There's people being a part of every event that they can. People supporting others, whether it's with guild or with performing or art or whatever. We're all building things together, and I think that's the best place to be.
What about you, Maro?
I think like that's basically it at the moment. Like we've just had a Cult Crescent drop, so there's lots of buzz, and obviously we'll hit the point again where we're between content, and people will say that Materia is dead. Materia is dead. Well, Materia is not dead. There is so much that goes on in Materia. You've just got to find it. You've just got to look for it. And like I used to be in the venue scene, and so I know that that's busy, and now everybody's had a bit of a break and they're starting to come back slowly. And but overall I think Materia is in a good state. I think that we are heading in a good direction. And we are very, very lucky to have some incredible people on our server who are so passionate for the communities that they're creating.
Yeah.
And it's it's really inspiring, and I hope that everybody listening is getting involved in their communities and getting behind their people and voting for them in the Materia Awards. Because we're so blessed to have some amazing communities, and I have lots of friends on other servers that see what we're doing and they're like, man, I wish we had someone doing that for us.
Then do it,
so yeah, I know, I said join us. I said make it old, just join us, come join us. So I hope everybody listening knows that all the stuff we do is being watched by the other servers, and they love what we're doing, and I hope that you guys love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, please.
Yeah, I have gotten a few messages from people in the past saying like, oh, I didn't know like Materia DC had stuff like this going on. And like, sometimes I assume that other DCs do what we do, but it surprises me when I hear from others that they don't. So it's just like, because we're so small in comparison to those servers.
Yeah, it is a shock sometimes.
But even then, like I've seen people from Materia leave and now they're back, because I think what they realize is what we have is, I guess, special in a way. And sure, they can like go and come as a Voyager, they can come, but they still like, maybe they don't have that sense of belonging if they leave. I'm not sure. But
No, I get where you're coming from.
But I do understand, like in terms of people's schedules. If you're playing at a time, if you can only play at a time where it's quiet on Materia, and you want to transfer, then that's completely fair.
For sure.
But I wouldn't say that Materia DC is dead. Like maybe last year, I would say that we were a little quiet, a little quieter than you. But I think we've grown. I think we've gone pretty. Yeah,
I think so.
EP not dead.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of players, especially during new content, new patches. we have a lot of people, and it's not just Voyagers too. It's like actual Materia players. So I think Materia's in a really good state right now.
I think it's the liveliest server out there, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we don't have as many people, but we have a lot going on, and we have a lot of fun.
And we have a lot of
Yeah,
good eggs.
we may not have the most players, but we have the most going on.
Yeah, we get the most fun. Let's be real. There aren't many musicals out there. Like, there's plays and productions and stuff, but
Oh, we're gonna go
like,
there.
well, there's some pretty cool productions out there. I'll be honest, they are pretty cool.
Yeah. I've done my
But I'm
research.
pretty proud that we have what we have,
I've
and I think that we have the right to be proud of what we've created together.
I've done my research. You know, before I make any claims or anything, but yeah, I'm involved in communities like the Eorzean. What is it called? It's like a group of whole bunch of theater troops. It's called
I know what you're talking about.
Performance Network or something like that. But yeah, it's from a group of. It's a Discord with a whole bunch of troops from different DCs, and I've Googled, I've read everywhere that I could find that's related to Final Fantasy XIV. I can't find any troop that has done a musical that is fully voice acted and sung live. Like, everything has been done in game. And I'm not saying that in game productions aren't good or don't take just as much work, because I've seen some of what they've done and I can see how they've kind of done things in a way to make it as immersive and unique as possible within the game itself. But what we've done is completely gone in a more real approach, I guess. With our voices, and of course using like music and streaming and like I think
feel like
we might be the only troupe out there that does musicals in this way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, sorry, I didn't mean to interject there. I feel like we put a lot of character into our productions with the voice acting, with the all the added effects and videos and promotional materials. We make it more personable, more relatable, and easy to connect with, because it's immediately obvious that there's people running the show, that there's people behind the characters, that there are people giving a voice to something, and I think that's really powerful.
Yeah. Alrighty, what was next?
Our hopes and wishes for the future of JJammin.
I think we probably already answered most of that anyways.
Yeah, we want to inspire other people, make stuff.
Yeah.
Please do.
Inspire, not to discourage.
Exactly.
Yep, we don't want to discourage anyone with anything that we do, because I have been told a few times from strangers that we do too much, or our events are setting the bar too high, and people, when they compare themselves and like, oh, I can't live up to that kind of event, like I can't produce something like that. But that's not the whole point of what we do. We're just trying to have fun, and you shouldn't need to compare yourself and be discouraged. You should, I don't know, just give it a go, and people will sign up, people will participate if you show the passion, if you show the commitment. Not skill issue bonus. Just go for it. If you're inspired, that's the important thing.
Yeah, no one's mandated a specific set of rules on how things have to be run, right? No one's saying you can't do big stuff. No one's saying you can't set the bar high and you can't do incredible events. That's just bullcrap. If anyone's telling you that you can't do something because it's too good or too big, then they're just being a bit of a downer. You don't want that to cramp your style. You're allowed to dream big.
And another word they used was try hard.
Try hard. Yeah, damn right we're going to try hard. That's why we have such incredible productions, is because we all try hard.
And what are you going to do about it, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything we want to promote before we end the episode? Maro, Toast.
I'm just looking at my calendar.
Follow us on Twitch, etc.
Yeah, follow
Yes.
Toast on Twitch. He streams.
So does Maro.
And
Follow
Maro. Yeah, they stream regularly.
Follow
Not me. I stream occasionally.
Yeah. It's yeah. I stream regularly. Bit of Final Fantasy, bit of this and that. Trying to,
Yeah.
have fun. Mix it up, connect with people. If you want to run content with me, please let me know. I need friends.
If you want to join our Discord,
That too, the JJammin Discord.
Yes,
I
yes.
think it's socials. Yeah, it is. That's
Hell
our
yeah.
Discord there, our YouTube. You can follow me on socials.
All of the JJammin shows and events we talked about are on the JJammin website and YouTube, so
Yes.
you can see recaps, videos, promotional materials, all that fun stuff.
Joining the Discord will be the
Sure.
first place you'll find out about events and whatever.
Yeah. You teased that there'd be something coming up soon, so if you want to know what that something coming up soon is, join the Discord. Notifications on.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, Violet, for the 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Violet.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, this might actually be one of the longest episodes. That's so funny.
Actually,
Yeah,
Short and sweet bracket. he
short
lied.
and sweet. We lied.
Oh no, this has been awesome. This has
oh,
been
I know. Wait,
wonderful.
Did we beat
Yeah.
Artanis?
No, our tennis is like 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh, we can stay for
damn.
another hour. No,
We still got another hour on us.
Yeah.
Okay. I do. I have two things to promote,
go for
if
it.
that is okay.
Yeah.
First of all, for this month, I was really excited to be invited to join a bunch of amazing content creators who are raising money for Point of Pride, which is a amazing charity that is supporting the youth in America, because America's having a really tough time at the moment. Especially right now, they're having a really tough time. So for the entire month, I'm raising money for Point of Pride. I have all that in my Discord if anybody wants to know. If anybody wants anything, just message me. I can tell you. Talk your ear off. So we are raising hopefully $50,000 for Point of Pride, which is a big goal. But we're dreaming big. And I also am going to pre-announce, without giving too much information away, because I feel like I'm going to get bonked if I say too much, that I have a really exciting announcement coming in about 2 weeks' time. So watch this space. That's all I can say before I get slapped, because I'm always the one who leaks information. So I'm going to keep it together. But it's exciting. It is really exciting. I promise.
Cool stuff abounds.
Cool.
Look forward to it.
Toast?
Yeah. I
Nothing?
was just saying,
Oh,
cool stuff is
okay.
coming. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. All right. Look forward to tomorrow's exciting events
Okay.
and Juice's exciting events.
I can promote something as well. So end of this month, June 27th, there's going to be another karaoke night on our Discord and in-game. The theme is you'll know the theme when you see the announcement. But yeah, there will be karaoke bingo, there'll be a glamour competition. Yeah, I hope if you're interested, you don't have to sing, you can just come and have a listen if you're not feeling like singing, but I encourage you to give it a go if you're interested, and I hope to see you there. And then next month, I think end of next month, what day is that? Last Friday of next month, 25th of July is going to be Prismatica, which is a 70s themed event concert, like the Valentine Ball. So it's going to be like, disco music and disco themed, like you'll have ABBA, you'll have the Bee Gees. I don't know. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be activities, and yeah, I hope people are excited for that and tune in for that. We'll have some performers as well again. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. So that's
That's
that's what's happening in July. Glam Boss is returning in
exciting.
sometime in August or September. And then November will be probably the next issue of Prism magazine. We'll probably have another karaoke night sometime in September or August as well. And then December is the Materia Awards.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, right. And forgot October. I forgot about that month. There's going to be some things happening in October. Of course, like Halloween related. But you'll just have to wait and see. We'll remind everyone in future episodes of Prism. On Discord, you'll have your announcements, and yeah, that's the plan for the next half of the year.
Hell
for
yeah.
JJammin.
Good.
Yeah, alrighty.
I'm
Any
excited.
last words before we end the stream?
No, I think
Follow us all, join the Discords. Stay tuned.
All
yes.
right.
Happy 1 year, JJammin.
Happy 1 year and happy Pride, everyone.
Yay!
Yay. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.